Choice between buying a home and renting a home is amongst the biggest decisions that an adult will make. To be renting or buying a home? This is a question my husband and I struggled with for years, and the answer is very different for each and every person. Benefits to both renting and buying, and there's really not necessarily a wrong choice, but more of weighing your options. With renting, there can be less stress involved when it's not your own home. You're not in charge of maintaining it in the sense of you do need to take care of it. That's what your deposit's for. But when there needs to be a new coat of paint, that's not your responsibility. Also, with renting, if you're unable to pay your rent, it's not as hurtful as when you don't pay your mortgage. So if you can't come up with your rent for the month, you may get a fee or even get kicked out, but it's not going to hurt and kill your credit like purchasing a home would. Also, don't have the stress of trying to sell your home when you're renting, which is a very stressful thing to have to do. When you're done, you just leave. No one else rents it, which is really nice. Another thing is when there's things that go wrong that need to be fixed, like your AC going out, for example, it's something that you don't personally have to pay with or deal with. I don't know if any of you have ever had to have a big expense payment for fixing your AC or something like that, but it can get really pricey. And so with renting, you don't have to deal with those. It is important to remember, though, that it takes preparation to buy a house. Renting gives you an opportunity to be building your credit and save up money for when you do want to buy a house. Did you know that a typical closing cost is between 2 and 5% of what the cost of the house will be? Look at how much a home would cost that you want to buy in your area and start saving now for that 5%. Because when you decide you also want to buy a home, if you don't have money saved up, then that's not going to help you. You can even save up more than this to be able to put more down on a home and save even more. There are a lot of benefits to buying a home, and the biggest is that buying increases your equity. Money is now going towards you owning your home and not you paying someone else's mortgage. Did you know that in 48 states, it's actually cheaper to buy than to rent? When you buy a home, studies have shown that more roots are put down and there is a greater sense of belonging in a community. Purchasing a home also gives a nice tax reduction. So you're able to save money. Rent does not do that for you. You have more of a say with cosmetics and repairs as well. If you want to build a deck, you can build a deck. If you want to change a paint color, you can change a paint color. If you want to replace the cabinets, you can replace the cabinets. And it can add value to your home. Whereas when you're renting, you do those things, it doesn't really benefit you. You can sell the house later on, also possibly make more money off of the home. Or even rent it out for a profit. So a few things that you need to think about before buying a home are, is it going to be easier to rent or to sell your house in the area that you're currently residing in? Do you need to pay other debt off? Do you need to save up more money? What are the interest rates? Are they predicted to get better later on? Should you wait? How's your credit and how can you improve your credit as well? What do you need to do to save up and how much do you need to save up? That needs to be calculated. How long will you be in that location? This is one of the biggest reasons whether or not to buy or rent. It has been proven that it takes about, on average in the United States, 5 years of living somewhere for buying a home to be worth the investment. And this is due to closing costs and initial fees. So are you ready to buy? Do not wait to think of your future. You do not want to feel ready to buy and fail to have been prepared.